SeaJay, your favorite scuba diver here with Deep South Divers. We are working on a 38-foot sailboat named Reverie today in Savannah, Georgia. It's been months since our last cleaning, but she's covered in growth that we don't normally see in these parts. This type of bottom growth is a hard casing that we normally see in waters around Myrtle Beach and parts of North Carolina. We call it shark skin, and it's like a thin layer of concrete. It's really weird stuff and takes some muscle to get it off. The whole boat is covered in this stuff. Well, the client called me and told me that the prop was covered in prop speed. You can see it hasn't done much good against shark skin. Alright, that gives you an idea of what we're up against. I'm going to go ahead and start the water line. And this is what it looks like underneath when we're doing the haul. You can see that every stroke takes a little bit of the stuff off, and you have to go over 3 or 4 times to get it to come off. This is the transducer and the speed sensor, the speed wheel. It just takes time and patience to get it clean. Eventually it starts looking like this. Of course, that works now. That's fully functional. And believe it or not, in there is a through hull that is an intake for the engine. Draws raw water in and allows the engine to cool. When you just sit there and do the detail work, that's what comes out. And this is the front of the rudder. This is where the prop is washing over, so it tends to kind of destroy the paint in that area. It makes it very ineffective, and you see that it's covered in oysters and barnacles, a pretty solid thick layer of the stuff. And here's the prop, like I said, that's supposed to be covered in prop speed. So I'm real gentle with working on that coating. You know, I want to take the stuff off, but I don't want to take the coating off, right? Now the prop's got some interesting colors going on there. Prop speed should be relatively gold in color. The bronze of the prop is going to be a gold also, more of a whitish, shiny gold. And then I think that she actually has red bottom paint that's on it as well. But that also may be corrosion, because when bronze corrodes, it actually turns pink. So a lot going on there with that prop. But this is what a finished water line looks like. Nice and clean. This is about 3.5 hours after I started the boat. And that is a long time to work on a boat that's only 38 feet long. You see there my gauge is yellow. That tells me that I'm almost out of air. There's our speed sensor and transducer. And the keel. And you see the paint is really ruddy. The client told me that the paint is only 2 years old. There's the bottom of the keel. That's almost always the very worst area on the boat. So you can see the paint is real ruddy, but she's clean. Everything's been taken off. No barnacles, no oysters. Nice shiny shaft. There should be 2 zincs right there. 2 zincs. I'm saying that they're missing. And you see the strut and the prop there have got that funny red color. That may be corrosion. But it's clean. And it looks good. Nice and slick. This client is going to be racing this boat in about a week. Top of the rudder there looks great. Normally that's an area that's often missed. I did not miss any of that. And the bottom of the rudder, all of the barnacles have been taken off. There's the missing paint on the front of the rudder. Real nice job. She came out great, but she definitely needs bottom paint and 2 zincs. Here's the waterline starboard aft. That's a real fine job I can be proud of. So I'll doff my rig in the water. I just inflate the wing and let it float there, kind of push it up current a little bit. Go ahead and pull a walrus maneuver, getting out of the water, and just wait for my rig to float back to me. Notice there's no lead at all on that rig. Very lightweight compared to most. See you in the next video.